But right now, let's check out who took whiskey barrels and created this sweet sign behind me, Motor City Barrels.
I think the rustic, refurbished stuff is big, you know, people are just drawn to it.
A lot of people like the look of it, the darkness, it just kind of like pops.
I think it's a novelty. There actually is a younger generation. I've noticed over the past 10, 12 years that they've gotten into like the bourbon and scotch and whiskey, and they've gotten away from like Bud Lights and Budweisers. So I think that's a lot of the customers we get.
I was always good with my hands. I mean, attention to detail, that's, a lot of people tell me that. I always put in the extra effort to make it look nice, you know. Rob got married and he had a bourbon bar and a cigar bar. We used the barrels and made tables out of them. Then we didn't know what to do with them, so we started creating different products. And I thought it was going to be a hobby. We were all about recycling and reusable products, and so we started getting into that, and we were the whiskey barrels. That was probably maybe 6 months after we got going. We said, you know, there's something here, and then we were like, wow, this is a functioning business now, and it's just going crazy. It started out just with 2 people. Now it's, you know, 7 people with me and the wife. My nephew and T's married to my niece, you know, so everyone's pretty much a family.
Daryl and Nancy have literally been my second parents since I was about 10. Daryl's so creative and cool to be around, and you learn so much. When we started, like, just some of the stuff we were attempting to make, I was like, I don't know how we're gonna do that, because you know, working with wood and things that are square and level and flush and plumb, it's a lot different working with the barrels. Even just getting the right barrel, making sure the bands are lined up. Like some bands, they might be off a ½ inch, and you want it to line up and be uniform.
We make a A-frame wine rack, and we take the whiskey and we put wine bottles on it. And then there's bottle openers. We make a stave bottle opener with a magnet that's behind the opener, so when you open your bottle, it sticks. You can't see it, it's buried underneath the wood, but it sticks to the piece of wood when you open your bottle, so kind of creative. You know, people really like that. And we got the half-barrel hideaway. And then we got the hallway table, and we have staves with lasered, like Bourbon Maybe Do It on it, and different sayings. The dog dishes, we can make them any size, any height. So if you have a cat, we've made some for cats. And then we make a half-barrel, quarter-barrel for pet toys. And we made dog beds. There's a lot of things, it's never ending.
We do wedding barrels with the cards and the slit at the top, and we make a door on the side. And we made a dancing barrel for like Irish dancing, and we put like hardwood tops on the barrels, and they danced on top of the barrels and stuff like that. And we made grape crushing barrels.
We make the wine bottles that hold the thing with the glasses fit on, and it's a nice centerpiece, and like a lot of women have been buying those and putting them right in their table. The best part about working with these products is it's one of a kind, handmade, there's no patterns. When you make it, you made that. And the worst part about it is it's one of a kind, handmade, there's no patterns. You know, so it's a catch-22 there. There is a good process.
First we take a barrel apart, and then that's always a mess. So we clean that up and then take it in here, and we mark what we have to make and how many we have to make of it. And then I usually fill in all the cracks, like drilling the holes and kind of prepping it for the sanding process. Usually I make the smaller type of products, like the bottle openers and the bottle towers.
It's a ton of fun. It really is. Like, when you get done with it, like, no one else has done that, and you take a lot of pride. You walk out of here, sense of fulfillment.
It makes it special to make it and see how it goes, and them telling you that it worked out perfectly, and it just makes everyone happy.
It's the smiles off the customers. They come in here and go, wow, that's really cool. And that's what I do. I mean, I love to see that. People come in here and praise our work, and they love our stuff, and that's what word of mouth is powerful, you know. Or they'll come to their house and see the dog dish, and they have to have one, so it's going good that way.
We have a lot of fun here. It's not always a work thing. There's a lot of laughs, and And it's fun to make the products that we make and the vision that Daryl has for everything, how organized he is. So like just being around those kind of people always make you better anyways.
You feel at home really, and I've known these people like pretty much my whole life, so we all want to make everything as good as it can be.
When I'm building stuff, I always think, would I put this in my house? Like, would this go right by my front door? And if it wouldn't, then we'll take it apart and reuse it for something else, or try to make it better. And so that's kind of my 100% guarantee that the customer will be satisfied with their product.
We all kind of look after each other and say, hey, do this, do that, or whatever, trying to make a better product. We got to make it work, because you're trying to support everybody and take care of everybody. So, it's something that drives you because you don't want to fail and, have everybody else fail along with you. So that's the drive right there. It makes me proud to do this, Finally, after doing a job so long, this is like giving me more of an enjoyment.
You can learn more about Motor City Barrels as well as all the artists we feature on DetroitReforms.org.